like parts at my shop, but I just don't have the room. Every time I go in the back to get wiper blades, I trip over a dusty crate of Honda air filters, then bang my head on some GTO radiator hoses. eBay Motors never has that problem. They stock all the right parts at the right prices. 122 million of them, with everything from new headlights to vintage gear shifters. I can't imagine being able to stock 122 million parts. I mean, where would I get all those shelves? eBay Motors. Let's ride.
Clay Travis and Buck Sexton.
Inspired by Rush.
Tomorrow, noon to 3 on WTAM 1100.
Let's play some Cavaliers basketball as this afternoon at Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse, the Cavaliers entertain the Utah Jazz. And today's Cavs-Jazz matchup along the Cavaliers Radio Network is being brought to you by Goodyear. Celebrating the drive that moves you forward, Goodyear. Proud partner of the Cavaliers. By Sherwin-Williams, the official paint and coatings partner of the Cavs. By First Energy, your hometown energy team. First Energy. By Huntington, earlier access to your pay. Extra cash on standby. This is how Huntington reinvents banking. And by SeatGeek, get your seat in a seat. Let's check out our Cleveland Clinic Sports Health and Active Roster Report. Cleveland Clinic, what's your hope for the future of healthcare? Share your idea at clevelandclinic.org/centennial. For the Utah Jazz, their inactives today, Malik Fitz and Elijah Hughes. They are both on a G League 2A assignment. And Udoka Azubuike is nursing a right ankle injury. For the Cavaliers, Jetty Osman is back. That's good news, but the inactive list still includes Dean Wade with a right calf strain. Colin Sexton, of course, out for the year with that left knee meniscus tear. And Taco Fall is also inactive. He's on a G League 2A assignment. So with that, our Huntington starting lineup for the Utah Jazz under head coach Quinn Snyder, now in his 8th year at guard. It'll be Mike Conley, 15th year out of Ohio State at 6'1". The other guard, the high-scoring Donovan Mitchell, 6'1". He's in his 5th year out of Louisville. At forward, Bojan Bogdanovic, 6'7", 8th-year player out of Yugoslavia. The other forward, Royce O'Neal, 6'5". He's in his 5th year out of Baylor. And that big presence in the middle, Rudy Gobert, 7'1", in his 9th year. And Rudy hails from France. For the Cavaliers, under head coach J.B. Bickerstaff, the backcourt, Darius Garland, 6'1", 3rd-year player out of Vanderbilt. The other guard is Isaac Okoro, 2nd year out of Auburn at 6'5". At forward, Lauri Markkanen, 6'11", 5th-year player out of Arizona, first with the Cavaliers. The other forward is sensational rookie Evan Mobley out of USC at 6'11". And in the middle, Jared Allen, 6'11", 6th-year player out of Texas. Again, those are your Huntington starting lineups. Well, Jim, we've kind of set the table for this one. We've gone through the lineups, and you know what that means. When it's right before tip-off, you and I have to talk man-to-man. So as you look at this one here this afternoon, what's a man-to-man matchup that catches your attention?
There's a lot of them, Tim, but probably the most intriguing for me as a fellow big man is how Allen will play Gobert and how Gobert will play against Jared Allen, Markkanen, and Evan Mobley. He's got 3 faces that he's got to compete against. That's where my focus will be.
Now, Jim, it's funny you say that, because just a little while ago, down on the floor, I had a chance to chat with Jared Allen about the big matchup today against the big guys, Jared Allen and Rudy Gobert, and here's what Jared had to say.
You know, he's playing amazing. I've been looking, he's in the MVP ladder race, so he's just doing everything on both ends of the court.
Now, normally I start on the offensive side, but with Rudy, you got to start on the defensive side. A 3-time Defensive Player of the Year. Just what sort of challenges does he present defensively?
Right, protecting the rim. He's been amazing. You know, he's won those Defensive Player of the Years for a reason. He can protect the rim. It makes it difficult for our offense to score. He just does all the intangibles.
So, throw to the fro is going to be a challenge today?
It definitely will, but I don't think it's going to be stopped.
All right, let's flip it to the offensive side. Boy, when he's on offense, what sort of challenges does he present there?
You know, they can throw it to the Frenchman too. You know, he can he can get up and get the lobs. He puts a lot of pressure on the rim. defense, and he has a little floater in his game, so we just got to be ready for him in the paint.
Jared, you and Rudy have similar numbers as far as stats, but I don't see a similarity style-wise, or do you? How do you size that up?
We have a similar style. We still do have our little differences, but I think our base game is the same. We just kind of differ in certain areas.
So that's Jared Allen shortly before the game, talking man-to-man about Rudy Gobert.
And, Tim, the difference is the athleticism. Gobert is not as athletic. Gobert really is more of a throwback to an older age. This kid, Jared, can play a little bit of forward and a little bit of everything else because of his super athleticism.
Jared Allen, 17 points, 11 rebounds per game. Gobert, 15 points, 14 rebounds. So, again, as I said to Jared, the numbers are similar.
Great question.
But not quite the same player as far as style is concerned.
Strong question, brother. That was nice.
Three officials working today's game. They are Pat Frayer, along with Curtis Blair and Matt Callio. And it'll be Rudy Gobert and Jared Allen in the center circle as we're just about ready to get this one underway. Cavs will be going right to left on your radio dial, and Utah will be heading left to right. Ball put in the air by Frayer and controlled by the Jazz. We're underway. Again, Utah going left to right as they head to the forecourt. Here's Mike Conley, former Ohio State Buckeye, but that was a long time ago. He's now in his 15th year. Throws it out front to Royce O'Neal. Back to Conley in the middle to Gobert. Off on the left wing to Bogdanovich. Bogdanovich will shoot over Mobley. In and out. Rebound grab by Lauri Markkanen. Cavs with their first possession going right to left, heading towards the Utah Jazz bench. Down to our left. Markkanen tosses it to Garland just inside the half-court line. Garland on the left wing. Guarded by Royce O'Neal. Garland bounce out front to Allen. Jared into the lane. Hands off to Mobley. Baseline jumper. Big bounce and out. Rebound Rudy Gobert. Gobert for Utah sends it ahead to Conley. Conley up the left side. Matched against Isaac Okoro. Conley now comes around Gobert. Put it up and in on a runner in the lane.
And that's what Conley does. He just makes plays. He makes good decisions, man, makes it look easy.
Conley averaging 14.5 per game. First 2 points go to the Jazz. At the other end, Okoro's three. In and out and back in again.
And, Tim, that's the shot he's got to make. He's the guy that his man is going to leave and roam to give help against the other scoring threats of the Cavaliers.
Cavs' first points come from downtown, but Mitchell quickly answers for Utah at the other end as he drives and scores. Jazz back on top, 4-3. Garland up the right side, picked up by Conley. Darius hands it off to Isaac Okoro, flips it out front to Mobley. Mobley lob down low to Allen. Up, no, but fouled by Bogdanovich. So Jared Allen got free in the low post, and he'll be shooting 2 free throws. Head to Cavs.com/win to enter to win 2 tickets to the next Cavs home game. Don't miss your opportunity to be one of our guests right here at Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse. Visit Cavs.com/win to enter.